Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you with another video, okay? What we're here to discuss today is this. In the midst of a bad situation, there's always some good for you to find if you could look for it. Let's talk about it. When things are going wrong, when things are going haywire, when it seems like nothing's going right, there's still always some good in it. You have to be able to be that tough-minded optimist. You have to be able to be that tough-minded alchemist, and you have to be able to find it. Okay, that's what true alchemy is. When something's going wrong, when something's going bad, you're able to find the good in any situation because that's what you do. You don't let that situation get the best of you. You don't let that situation take you out. You don't allow that situation to make you lose. Even if it is seeming like a situation where you lost, you're the type of person to calculate the situation, look at everything that's going on, and how can I somehow, some way find some good in this? How can I make some good come out of this? Some way, somehow, something good is going to come from this. And when you look at situations like that, your mind immediately, even if you don't see what's good, your mind is going to find something good in the situation and bring it to you. All right. Your mind is going to be able to pinpoint something good in that situation and be like, you know what? I'm able to look at the situation from this point of view. This is a better point of view. This will help me instead of looking at the situation from all bad, because there's no all bad in everything. Luckily, God always prepares a table in the midst of our enemies, okay? And what that means is your enemies in that sense is whatever's trying to make you think your situation is so bad that you can't come out of it. Whatever's trying to make, whatever thoughts are stopping you from thinking that there's a way out. Those are your enemies. And the table that is prepared for you is the fact that you know there's a way out. The fact that God will help you get out of this. The fact that there is something good that can come out of this situation, even though it seems all bad. Just because it seems all bad doesn't mean the situation is all bad. There is some good in it. So you just have to find the good in it. And once you find the good in a bad situation, man, once you find a good in a bad situation, you could turn your whole situation around. All right. You turn your mind around about the situation. Guess what? The situation will turn itself around. If you could turn your mind around about the situation will turn itself around. If you can turn your mind around about the situation will turn itself around. If you can start to think better about it, then better will come from it. If you can start to see something coming from it, then you'll start to get whatever it is you see. If you see something good, you'll get something good. If you see the end of the world, if you see something bad, if you see something negative, that's what's going to come to you. That's what you're going to attract to you by thinking that. When you think that something bad is going to happen, by default, those thoughts are going to seek the bad. Those thoughts are going to seek out what's going to create the end of the world, or what seems to be that. And it doesn't have to be that way. You could think yourself out of any situation. That's what your mind is for. Okay? Your mind is not to just sit there and be like, oh man, this is a bad situation. Okay? Your mind is to be able to think itself out of things. Your mind's not for you to just sit there and think that you're stuck and that there's no way out. What you have to do, right, is you have to be able to see the way out already. Once you can see the way out already, once you see yourself as already being out, okay, once you see yourself as already being out of that situation, you're no longer going to feel stuck. And that's the silver lining. That's the good in the bad situation. The fact that you can see yourself out of it. The fact that even though it looks like there's no way, you can, even if you don't see a way, you know that there's a way. Why? Because where there's no way, God will make a way. See, these little Bible verses and these little sayings aren't just things for you to say. They're things for when times get tough. I know you already use them, but they're actually for you to make your mind better, to put your mind at ease. They're actually for you to affirm, speaking to existence, and get the negative, get the bad move the bad out of your life. Move the bad situation out of your life. That's what I use them for. That's what they're for. All right. You could see the way out. You could see the silver lining. You're good. That's all you have to do. Most people, they get stuck because they can't see a way out. Most people, they feel that the situation is so negative that there's nothing that they can do. A lot of people feel that there's nothing that they could do. It's unfortunate that people feel that way, but that's why people like me make videos to bring awareness, to put a spark in somebody's mind that there's a way out for you, sis. There's a way out for you, bro. You can get out of this. You don't have to stay stuck. All you have to do is think your way out of this situation. Even though it looks like there's no way out, see a way out. But you know what? God makes a way out of no way. I might not be able to see a way out, but you know what? I'm gonna let my faith see. I'm gonna be blind to the situation, and I'm gonna let my faith see. I'm gonna use the eyes of my faith and see a way out for myself. See a way out of this situation. See this situation turning into well. Because if I look at it from a bad point of view, that's what I'm going to get. You ever thought that something bad was going to happen and then it did? When you think something bad is going to happen, it is going to happen. When you think something good is going to happen, something good is going to happen. It's cliche to say these things, but when the time comes, sometimes our anger and sometimes our frustration and sometimes situations get the best of us, and all those good thoughts and all those good ideas go out the window. And that's why it's important to watch videos like this, so that way you can keep that fresh into your mind, that there is a way out.